Hey, so today I want to talk about Nomadland. Nomadland is actually a 2020 film and it has been the belle of the ball, the critical darling of almost all the film festivals because I think this film actually won Golden Bear and Golden Lion, which is a rare feat. And then it also won like Toronto Film Festivals Award and almost everything that it kind of competed for. At this point, this has won DGA, I think also won PGA, it won in Golden Globes, it won in BAFTA. So basically, any kind of award that you can think under the sun, Nomadland has won. Now that is actually a quite hefty tag, and I think this is what Nomadland would have to always justify being for. Now there's nothing against this movie because that's how this movie has come to be, and I think Oscar is in April 25, so this seems like almost a slam dunk of a winner unless something else happens. But yeah, so Nomadland. Nomadland is a film about kind of aging older people who sort of get displaced from their homes and then they sort of live this nomadic hippie life that I guess they used to live in the 70s, and that's new way of life or new form of life is what this film is about. Now, I have read reviews about this. I've heard countless other people talk about it. I think one of the apt description of this film that will actually make you want to understand what the hype of Nomadland is and why this is getting so much award and so much appreciation is because this film kind of plays out like a documentary. Because most of the actors, side characters, are actually played by real life people who are like this nomad in real life. So in that way, you just throw Frances McDormand, this huge star, in there, and then you have your film. Otherwise, this film is a documentary. Now, the thing that I didn't like about Nomadland is that I get it. It's a like, exploration of life after a certain area or certain period when you think that all hopes are lost and you don't know how to start again. So that's when how life goes on, and that seems to be a big theme in 2020 because Anthony Hopkins, the father, and Thomas Vinterberg and Mads Mikkelsen's another round, all those sort of talk about this life after the midlife crisis or life after 40s or life after 50s. So in that way, this film is actually very in line with 2020 films. But the huge problem with this film is that this film actually plays in like bits and pieces. So like this thing is happening and then this thing happens. I found that this thing doesn't naturally flow, and by that I mean is that I kind of wanted to see this person like go on a journey or do things and get from one place to another. But when a cut happens, actually a portion of his life actually ends. Let me give you an example. In the starting of the film, Frances McDormand's character actually works in an Amazon, and I didn't really know about that Amazon has seasonal worker, but they actually explain it later. So they never really actually explicitly say that she is going to lose the job and then she's going to move on to things. It's like a time goes on and that scene cuts and she has a job, she has left a job, she has lost the job, and then now she has to move on for other things. That thing wasn't actually conveyed to me, and that happens throughout a lot. Now I feel like that Chloe Zhao actually directed a lot. I think Chloe Zhao actually shot a lot of footage of this film, and to be under this precise 2 hour film, to be under that mark, she had to do a lot of editing, and she's also the editor of this film. And in that way, I think this film kind of, I don't know, works in a sort of asynchronous way, if that makes sense, because everything is sort of like in a jumble, like this thing happens and then the snapshot and this happens, the snapshot. For me, sometimes that kind of story feels like, I don't know, incoherent, and that is a lot of feeling that I got. Now, I think the bigger elephant in the room besides Nomadland is actually Chloe Zhao because she wrote, directed, I think she was a producer and editor of this film. So that's like Alfonso Cuarón in Roma type of thing. Chloe Zhao's direction is good. It's nothing remarkable. The first time you see, or you won't be awed by anything. I would say that if 2020 was a different year or things were different, Nomadland would not be such a special film that it is touted to be, and I think history would not be kind to this film. So I actually resisted a lot about seeing this film, and I was like, if Oscar is coming up, then I might as well see it, because otherwise I don't think I will ever see this film. And I'm kind of right. I would never see this film. So basically, if you are watching this film, I think at this point you are watching this film because of all the hype that it surrounds. Besides than that, I think it's just an okay film that I don't think I'll particularly remember, or it will become particularly any kind of part of popular culture. So I think that is why I give this film 3 out of 5, and I think it's a solid 3.